yours?
Who's the better killer?
Let's play.
Alright, Rip Dragon here. We're gonna do Fritz's 750 point challenge. I'm playing against my father. What I've got 11 Ludas and a shock attack gun. I've got a 30-man squad, Power Fist. 30-man squad, Power Fist. 15 Gretchen, and a Slaver. A lot of guys for 750 points. I figure I'll be able to control any objectives, have a lot more dudes than people can kill. I'll have Gretchen sit on objectives in my home base, as well as surround my Luda Boy squad so that they can't get charged by outflankers and anybody else that gets close, and Ludas will have another turn to shoot at people. Over here, this is what my father's got. He's got like two 10-man tacticals, a 6-man assault squad, captain, and a whirlwind.
It's actually Cantor.
Okay, so Pedro Cantor. Alright, what we got for a table here, we got a lot of terrain. We have bases that we're using for objectives, so it's Seas Ground, and it's Pitch Battle. We have 5 objectives, so 1 over there, 2, 3 in the center, 4, and 5. And we're going to roll off to see who gets the choice for first turn. I got a 1, he gets a 6. Alright, your choice, what do you want?
I'll go first.
Alright, he'll go first, and I get to go second, so we'll see what happens. Okay, here we are post setup. I've got my Luda Boys and my shock attack gun in through there. One 30-man squad, followed by another 30-man squad, followed by a squad of Gretchen. The objectives, one's hiding in there, middle, and those two. He's got, over here, he's got a 5-man combat squad, another 5-man combat squad, Pedro Cantor attached, another 5-man combat squad. His whirlwind is hiding behind this building. He's got a 6-man assault squad and another 5-man combat squad. So, it shouldn't be too bad of a game. We'll see what happens at the end of turn 1. Bottom of turn 1, I lost 2 guys on my squad, and I lost a wound on my mech boy. Here's my squads, moving up. Gretchen are still hiding. I could barely see his whirlwind and blew it up, and that's about it. His Pedro Cantor dropped a bombardment on my Ludas and shot at my Ludas, and that's all he did. Alright, we'll see you at the end of turn 2. End of turn 2, not a whole lot happened. Nothing on my side died. I moved up my 2 squads. They're slowly getting there. He moved a few guys around, and I ended up killing 1 of his assault marines. And that's it. We'll see what happens at the bottom of turn 3. Alright, here we are. I merged 2 turns into 1 video because it was pretty much the same thing. Shock attack gun shot at his assault squad, knocked it down to 1 dude, and pinned him. So he didn't get to do anything on his turn. And that was on turn 3. On turn 3, I also blew my wall, allowing my yellow guys to get into combat. Pedro Cantor, with his inspiring presence, let these guys hold on. I lost combat on turn 4 by 1 and made my morale. Pedro Cantor also died on turn 4 to my Power Fist finally. He made both saves on turn 3. So right now I've got 3, 6, 7, 8 on his 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 guys. One of them's a sergeant. Over here, these guys got into combat using their wall, and after like 2 rounds of combat, because my Power Fist is way over here, finally wiped him out. Gretchen moved up on the 2 objectives in the back, and we'll show you what that happens at the end of turn 5. Alright, so the combat over here, his assault marine charged in. With all of his guys, he managed to do no wounds. I ended up beating him in combat. His assault marine failed his morale, as well as those 2 guys. His assault marine failed off the board. Those 2 guys might rally this turn and be able to come back. But right now it's looking like I got 6 normal guys and a Power Fist over there. We've got both of those objectives, and those guys are going to make it over to that one in the middle. And we rolled, and the game is going to continue. So I'll see you at the bottom of turn 6. Alright, so I lost combat over there. He rallied and charged back in. Didn't kill anybody. I think I killed one other squad. Those guys moved over, so now I've got another objective. But this turn, these guys are about to shoot. The shock attack gun rolled 2 5s and teleported himself into combat with the squad. He only had 1 wound left because I put one on him earlier. So yeah, he took a wound and died, but he killed 1 guy in the process. Here we go. We're going to move on to turn 7. Okay, so turn 7, my father fails at running, didn't even get close to the objective. I shot and killed his last sergeant, and he has that 1 rocket guy left. I've got 4 objectives. I've got almost 30 boys left in that squad. I think I've got 28. I lost 2 of those guys. I lost my mech in a 30-man squad. So what do you think of the 750 points?
Well, it's fun to play at 750 points, but there's still a couple of things that need to be fixed when we go into 6th edition, since we're about halfway there. 1, wounds should only be able to be taken from guys within range, because it's ridiculous to go ahead and see giant mobs, and you're shooting 24 inches, but he's pulling wounds from 36, 48 inches away, depending on how far he's stretched out. So that's just ridiculous. The other thing, of course, is that orcs as a horde are ridiculous. It's amazing to see how many attacks 30 orc boys can make, and the torrent of stuff that comes in just absolutely destroys anything that would be otherwise known as a 3+ save. It's just crazy. So whoever thought of that one there needs to go back to the drawing board. But other than that, it was pretty entertaining. One of the things that we're going to be doing, though, is if you notice the terrain on this board, we have a lot of stuff that's designed to be able to shoot through. There's a lot of open windows and so on and so forth. Ultimately, we do need some larger terrain that you can actually hide vehicles behind, because it's pretty interesting how we don't have anything really that's big enough to put a vehicle behind. We had one instance earlier where the whirlwind was being tagged by the Ludas and the shock attack gun, and literally the only thing they could see was just maybe 1/5 to maybe 5% of the entire vehicle, and they're able to just explode it with a torrent of fire on that as well, which is pretty amazing. So little things like that are kind of a pain, but hey, you know, every time I play orcs, I get a little bit nastier, get a little bit stronger, and you know, this game here, it went all right. There were some things that I didn't like in terms of him being able to. I think ultimately he wad like 6 inches or something like that. So he had one turn where all of his groups were just going an insane amount of distance, which didn't help me at all. But at 750 points, it's all right. You know, it's a lot of fun.